Can I share some propaganda posters I made for my upcoming animal farm unit with you? I made all of these posters and more in 10 minutes using ChatGPT 4.0 and all of its new paid features. These new features have made image generation so easy for me, and I want to show you how you can generate a lot of images in a short amount of time. All right, first I open up ChatGPT. Notice I'm using 4.0, which is the model we need to use for this. I give it some context, which is that I'm an English teacher and I'm looking to make propaganda posters for my animal farm unit. It generates a bunch of ideas. ChatGPT is great at this stuff. Now, typically I'd have to take this idea and then explain to it what kind of propaganda poster I want. But here I just say, let's start with this first idea that you have and give it a little bit more context about what I'm looking for. I want it to be simple enough to print, and I want it to reference 1930 and 1940s propaganda. Boom, here I get. It's great. I love it. But I can't print in color, so I ask it to give it to me in black and white. It gets a little confused here, but I just ask it for it twice, and then I get the file. Black and white, ready to print. Looks great. Now, typically I'd have to explain that I wanted to print the second one. I'd have to explain again, but I just say on to the next one. ChatGPT remembers the task that we're doing. It knows we have 10 ideas, and it immediately produces the next one with the influences that I've already given it. And I just say, great, on to the next one. Now, I don't actually love what I got here. It's a little too cartoony. It's a little too happy. It doesn't really fit the vibe that I want. So I go ahead and hit the refresh button. If you ever think that you have a great prompt, but bad images, just hit the refresh button. I still didn't love what I got here, but this gives me a great chance to show you how else it can respond to context. I just say redo this, but with a horse, hit enter, and boom, seconds later, I have this great image. Now, there's one thing wrong with this, which is that it has a human in it. Animal Farm would never allow this. So I click into the image here, and I go ahead and click on that little pen tool on the far left, and I highlight our human here. And after highlighting the human, I say remove him from the photo. And that's all I have to do, and ChatGPT knows exactly what I'm looking for it to do and rewrites the photo. Now, there are two reasons that ChatGPT is so effective at this. The first is that the new model 4.0 is multimodal, which means that it understands both text and images. The second reason is that 4.0 is making memories about who you are and what you're doing, so it remembers your context and remembers what you want from that set of images each time. These two features together mean that you can quickly crank out a bunch of images that are either focused on the same subject or are trying to utilize the same style, like posters or propaganda posters in my case here. This multimodal thing also means that it can help you generate a bunch of ideas and then immediately turn those ideas into photos. Please share with me how you're using these tools. I want to see the kind of images that you bring into your classroom to make your curriculum come to life, especially if you're a literature teacher, but everyone else as well.